Well, I wanted to try a different location today. It's kind of loud out there, so I'm going to talk up a little bit. Welcome to Technique Thursday. My name is Ken. It's good to be back again. I got a couple of people asking me about behind the back throws. I think we're going to cover that. And we're also going to cover an advanced combo. And then I want to get something beginner involved today too. So stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. To do this combo, you need to know the wheel and the infinite X catch. The wheel is where you can continually move the nunchuck with your fingers, and the infinite X catch is one I just recently taught. Do you guys hear this bird? Oh my gosh. It's one I just recently taught, which infinitely moves. It's an X catch that goes infinite. That bird is mad. Someone get this bird a doctor. Okay, so the bird's trying to teach the show. We're not going to let that happen. I'm going to have to speak up. He's trying to teach the class, trying to take over. Not cool. Bird doesn't know nunchucks. I do. I'm gonna try to talk over it. He's like the heckler. Yeah, you too, buddy. And to do this move, you need to be able to do the infinite X catch, and the wheel. The wheel looks like this. So the wheel and infinite X catch have both been discussed in the past. So we're going to start off with the infinite X catch, and we're going to do the first rotation of it, right? Usually this is where we'll pull the chucks outward, and we'll have two underhand grips and get ready for the other half. But we're not going to do that here. We're only going to do the rotation, and then we're going to change planes. So think of it like a plus sign, okay? So here, this is first part of the plus sign. The other part of the plus sign would be here, right? Here, and then here. So X catch, and then all of a sudden, we're going to rotate it upwards this direction. So X catch here, rotate it kind of towards your chest. So the right hand pulls over towards the chest, and then it goes upwards instead of continually outward. Here we go. Once we go to here, we're going straight into the wheel. Here's the thing, you're not really set up for the wheel in this moment. As you can tell, my pointer finger is all the way up here. The other hand, the other grip is a little bit more set up. Your left hand is a little more set up for it, but still, your pointer fingers are far away. So what you're actually going to do is you're going to let it kind of slide itself through. See how my hands just kind of chase itself down like so? So let me show you again. Here, as we pull it upwards, see how my pointer finger slips through and this pointer finger slips through? So it's on the other side, it crosses over, and then I'm going to kind of push it up like that. So here, cross. Get ready, push, and then start your wheel. Oops. The problem is you can get your fingers caught up if you don't let go. You gotta release the fingers grasping it so that way your pointer fingers can get to work. So here, cross, you gotta give it a little bit of a shove, otherwise you won't be able to get the wheel done, okay? That part's a little tricky. The other part that's tricky about this move is the catch at the end. The catch is actually a catch we have not worked on before, and it involves an infinite X catch that I have not even shown yet. Because we've been doing the horizontal infinites. This is a vertical infinite X catch, which looks like this. It's the exact same motion as the horizontal. Basically what we're gonna do, wow, I am teaching it. This is kind of a tricky move. What we're gonna do is left hand is gonna be palm facing up, right hand palm facing down, like this. Left hand palm facing up, right hand palm facing down. It's going to be the exact same thing as an X catch, as if we did an X catch here, except for it's going through it's still going through the whole of our arm, just like the infinite was. This will allow us to do it forever. Now keep in mind you don't want to keep it too close. You could clock your chin, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to take the front one, you're going to pull it up by your nose, This is just to kind of feel the way that it moves. So we're gonna pull it up for a second, almost like we're gonna pull it in a circle, and we're gonna push it down, and this hand's gonna lift up, and this hand's gonna lift down. Left hand pulls up, right hand pulls down, shoo, like that. And what's gonna happen is, as soon as I open it, hands are gonna cross. You see, it's just like the other X sketch, how the hands cross across the bottom, like that. So here, hands open up, push down, cross, and catch. So here, catch. Here, catch. From there, we don't really make a whole lot of motion. The hand will just continually move forward over. I like to think of the moment that I do this motion of the X sketch, my right hand is just kind of push this over my thumb, like that. So the second motion is my hand is going to kind of pull it over my thumb to cross over again. So the first motion is the backs of the fists are crossing. The second motion is it's just going over the top. See, over the bottom, over the top, over the bottom, over the top. This will create an infinite X catch that you can do vertically. Oops. And it's just like the back-to-back. It's just like the back-to-back. You know how you can do a front-to-back and then everything becomes a back-to-back afterwards? If you keep going the same direction, it's the same with this. If my right hand's in front and my left hand's in back, the first time I do it, it sets it up and locks it in place. But now from here on out, it's going to be the same motion where this hand pulls it over the thumb. Here, boom, boom, boom. Work on that move, and we can get back to the combo. Okay, so the combo that we were working on is part of an infinite X catch. We're rolling it into a wheel, and we're going to catch it. And the way the catch works, and it's really difficult, what you want to start off doing is doing this infinite X catch. You're only going to do the first part though, okay? I only showed you the second part because I wanted to show you the full technique. The first part of the infinite X catch is the right hand's in the front, the left hand's in the back, right? Just like it was here. But this time, we're going to work on doing it this motion, and then we're going to work on doing it from the wheel and trying to go back to that same end motion. So, right hand's in the front, right hand's in the back. Do you see how we end that motion? The wheel is the exact same thing. Right hand in the back, left hand in the front. And we're going to try to catch it the exact same way. So the best way to practice this move is actually to do this and to stop. Just do the first part of that motion that I showed you and to stop. And to feel how you need to catch that. So here, feel how you need to catch that. Because when you're doing your wheel, you're going to try to do the same thing. When your right hand's forward and your left hand's back and you're doing the wheel, all of a sudden all your fingers reach out and you pull it back and get ready for that grab. It's going to feel tricky at first, but the best way to train yourself to do that is first to be able to do that motion I just showed you earlier in the video. Once you can do this, then you can translate it from the wheel to catch it. Once you can catch it, you are in good shape, man. Once you catch it, all you have to do is just, you're back into the underhand grips, you can finish it off, and you're back to start. So here, pull, catch, twirl. Told you, this one's a difficult one. This one's a difficult one, but it's awesome. Oops. And I just made it up today, so I don't have it perfect yet either. You hear me say that a lot in Technique Thursday. It's because when it's Technique Thursday, I was like, I want to come up with something new. So I received a couple questions about throws, and one person wanted to know how they could do a behind the back throw to in front of them while staying stationary. And it looks like this. The trick to the move has everything to do with angles. So if I'm doing a regular throw from my right to my left, if I have it in my right hand and I'm going counterclockwise, you're going to notice the way to get the nunchuck to move from left to right is as I'm spinning it to give it a little bit of a backward tug, right? Because if I didn't give it a little backward tug, it's going to just fly straight up and it's going to land in the same position. It's just going to go straight up and straight down. So what you're going to do is you're going to spin it counterclockwise, and as soon as it's about 9 o'clock or so, it's still continually up. You give it a little bit of a tug backwards, and all of a sudden it's going to move the direction that you pulled it. So here, here, right? Now, when you're going behind your back, there's a few ways to do it, but the idea is very simple. You're creating a half arc behind you. You're making a half of a circle behind you. You're creating an arc. But if you just create an arc and you let go, it's going to fly away. So you have to give that little bit of a pullback at the last moment. So here's what it's gonna be like. It's gonna be like this. I kind of like to keep my hand very, very straight, as straight as I can. Like when I'm making my pull, it's gonna be as straight as it can be. And as soon as this starts to clear the other end, I'm gonna give it a very slight pullback and let go at the same time. So it's gonna be here and pull. I don't do this move too often, to be honest, but that's the general idea. Is it's all about getting it behind you as far as you can, and you have very little space to move your hand when it's behind you back here. But you can pull your hand backwards, but you have to wait for the chuck to be moving either at around 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock before you give that pull. If you pull it here, it's too early and it's gonna throw the momentum off. It's as simple as that though. If you're not getting it, it's probably your timing. It's either your timing or your angle. Remember, if you can think about it, you can even almost move your hand in a full circle and then you pull back at the last second. It's like a big backwards G almost. It's like here, you get to the very end and pull it backwards, just like that. This move does work really good. Like, you can pull it, do a bounce, and then do your behind the back 180 throw too. Then work on this new nunchuck move. And it's really, really hard. This new nunchuck move I've been working on is extremely hard because it takes a lot of focus, and I've been working on it for months. And well, here, just let me show you. Ready? It goes like this.